This is chapter number 5, data handling, on page number 60 of Arya Book Depot. First, introduction. In our earlier classes, we have already learned the terms like data, hypothesis, uh, pictograph, and bar graphs, etc. We have also done the methods of collecting the data and to organize it to examine a hypothesis. We have also seen that any data, whether primary or secondary, can easily be illustrated and interpreted quickly by drawing pictographs and bar graph charts. Here we shall deal with reading of bar graphs, constructing and interpreting bar graphs and histograms. We shall also deal with simple pie charts. On grouped and grouped data, in our earlier classes, we have already discussed about the ungrouped data. We are also familiar with the terms like row data, frequency of the variable, frequency distribution, tally method, etc. Now we taking an example of row data. We shall deal with representing the ungrouped data into grouped data. Suppose the marks secured by 40 students of class 8 out of 100 in the alphabetical order of the names of the students are given below: 58, 34, 46, 50, 34, 50, 7, 5, 5, 7, 18, 58, 48, 77, 85, 58, 34, 10, 5, 33, 34, 45, 55, 65, 48, 55, 82, 50, 65, 10, 18, 58, 54, 45, 30, 35, 80, 58, 52, and 60. The above data in its original form is called raw data. To make the tabulation easier and to minimize the number of errors, we can use the tally method. Tally marks are recorded in bunches of 5, and the fifth tally mark is drawn diagonally across the first 4 to make a group of 5, that is 1, 1, 1, and again 1, and then cross it. I will show you on the board. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth will be written as a diagonally. So it will represent the 5. Now let us tabulate the given data using tally methods. First will be the marks, then tally marks, the number of students. Again, then you have to write variables are there, variates are there. 5 is there 3 times. Then you have to put the tally marks 1, 2, 3, and then number of students you have to write 3. Similarly 7, then 10, then 10 2 students, 18 2 students, 30 1 student, 33 1 student, 34 4 students, 35 1 student, 45 2 students, 46 1 student, 48 2 student, 50 3 student, 52 1 student, 54 1 student, 55 2 student, 58 5 student, 61 student, 65 2 student, 77 1 student, 80 1 student, 82 1 student, 85 1 student. Finally, after counting the tally marks against each observations, We write the number of students in the third column against the corresponding variate. This way of arranging the data is known as ungrouped frequency distribution. Marks are collected, marks are called variates, and the number of students who has secured a particular number of marks is called frequency of the variate. The above ungrouped frequency distribution table can be rewritten as follows. Marks 1 to 10, then 11 to 20, then 21 to 30, then 30 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 89, 90. The number of students are 7 to 1, 6, 8, 10, 2, 2 and 2. Ultimately it is the 40 students. The way of representing frequency is called grouped frequency distribution. In this table, marks 1 to 10, 11 to 20, etc. are called classes or class intervals. These class intervals are called discontinuous class interval. 1 is called the lower limit and 10 is called the upper limit of the class of 110. Class 1 to 10 consists of the students securing marks between 1 and 10, both inclusive. And this group has 7 students. Class size is equal to 10 since both marks are included. Midpoint of the class is called the class marks. The class marks of class is obtained by finding the mean of lower and upper limit of the class interval. For example, the interval 31 and 40 has the class mark is equal to 31 plus 40 by 2. This is the midpoint of class. So 31 to 40, the midpoint will be 31 plus 40 by 2. And this is 71 by 2, so this is 35.1. Suppose a child has secured 30.5 or 60.5 marks, then in which class interval would the marks lie? In such a situation, we take the class interval as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, etc. Lower limit included and the upper limit excluded. These class intervals are called continuous class interval. Thus, marks 30 lies in the interval 30 to 40 and not in the 20 to 30. Marks 50 lies in the interval 50 to 60 and not in 40 to 50. We can rewrite the above table having continuous class interval as follows. Marks 0 to 10, 5 students, 10 to 20, 4 students, 20 to 30, 0 students, 30 to 40, 7 students, 40 to 50, 5 students, 50 to 60, 12 students, 60 to 70, 3 students, 70 to 80, 1 student, 80 to 90, 5 students, and total it is 40. The class size is 10, that means upper class limit minus lower class limit is equal to 10. Steps to be taken to prepare a frequency table.